Hey everybody, Winnie here. I am a mindset and transformation coach over at Elevated Community. You can check the link out in my bio at Winning with Winnie. But I wanted to come on here today and I wanted to share with y'all how I got to this point of being as confident as I am in the business that I do and where I actually am able to make money doing what I love, okay? So I've done that through coaching, okay? Now, like many of you, I've probably, I have ran into many of these gimmicky coaches who say that they can help you with this, they can help you do that, but really their processes, they don't connect with you, their programs, they don't really stick with you. So as soon as you're out of the program and the program's over, you're like, what do I do next? Like, what do I do? How do I actually get to the point that I came here for? If you're like me, you've already encountered people like that, where you thought you were going to get somebody who was going to actually help you, but they just helped themselves and they were done. Dr. Iyabo is not like that. I have Dr. Iyabo as a coach, and over the last 6 weeks, I've worked with Dr. Iyabo in a direct capacity in her 6-week coaching program. And the growth that I've experienced, the pouring that she has put into me of knowledge of everything that she knows when it comes to business, it has been absolutely amazing. There is no other coach that I've worked with that has been able to make business as simple as Dr. Iyabo has made it, okay? And that's something that a lot of us are looking for, especially on the business side. We're looking for somebody, we know how to do the talking, we know how to do the connecting, but we don't know how to do the business. And Dr. Iyabo, for those of us who don't know how to do the business, she is the perfect person. So I want to let you know just some of the results that I've experienced working with Dr. Iyabo just after 6 weeks. Listen to me, this is 6 weeks. I thought it was going to take 3 to 5 years, like the world tries to tell you, to start my business and get it to a point where it actually makes money. Working with Dr. Iyabo over 6 weeks. First of all, I launched my business, I believe at week 3 or week 4. I have to go back and look, but it was at week 3 or week 4, which still puts you in the middle of those 6 weeks. The course isn't even done yet, and I'm already launching a business. Hello, how? Dr. Iyabo is how. But launched my business, and then 2 days after I completed the 6-week program, I signed my first client. Hallelujah. Okay. I signed my first client, and not only did I sign my first client, but I have another invoice that's getting ready to get paid for my top tier program. Not only that, but I have a list of people who are interested in getting into my program that I'm still talking to, that I'm still making sure they have the answers they need before they move forward. What? Me, the person who thought it was going to take 3 to 5 years to start their business, got my business started in 6 weeks? Excuse me. This can't be real. It can't be true. It is real, and it is true. It is very real. It's very true. I have receipts. You can go look through my timeline on Instagram and see like how I've changed, how I've grown. You can go click on some links in the first link, click the link in my bio, and the first and second link and the third link, and maybe even more than that, are going to be links about my business. I have an actual business. It's a real business, and I'm running it, I'm operating it, and people are coming. They're showing up. How do you get there? You get there with help. You get there with the right kind of help, and Dr. Iyabo had the right kind of help that I needed. I had figured out the whole confidence piece. I had figured out the whole networking and connection piece. Like I was really good at those things. But the piece that I was missing in my life was, how in the world do you do the business? And Dr. Iyabo, she comes in and she answers that for you by putting you to work with the information that she gives you. So you are implementing as you learn. There is no, here we're going to just teach you a bunch of stuff and then expect you to go out there and know exactly what you need to know how to implement it, I don't know, whatever it is that people do. Dr. Iyabo, as you learn things, you are expected to implement. You get actual homework, and you don't come to class unprepared, okay? You don't come to class unprepared, and I wouldn't want to go to class unprepared at $5,000 or higher either. My investment was $5,000. Praise God, hallelujah, that I got in when I got in, because if I would have passed up the opportunity to work with Dr. Iyabo, I would have been having to go and work harder just to get more money to afford her at her later stage where she is right now. So if you're somebody, while Dr. Iyabo is at her $10,000 and $14,000 price point, that's not a lot of money for the value she gives, honey. So get into her program. Seriously, get into her program. But it's been a pleasure and it's been a joy working with Dr. Iyabo. I've grown as a woman. I've grown as a mother. I've grown as a person. I've grown as somebody who has boundaries. Not only do I have boundaries, but I have my business. Okay? I have my business. If you're somebody who is looking to get unstuck and to get started and to just go because you're ready and there is no more learning that you need to do, it is action, it is understanding the process and the side of getting yourself together, your business together, that you don't understand that you need to go for Dr. Iyabo. Go for Dr. Iyabo. You won't regret it, especially if you do the work. One of the most important things for me was getting the work done. And the reason why it was so important for me to get the work done and implement at every stage, listen, ask questions, do the homework, let Dr. Iyabo know when I had some struggles and problems. It was important for me because I have invested more money than I invested in one person. Okay? I've invested over, oh my God, it's an ugly number of money that I've invested over the years in business coaches and all these other kinds of people and courses and this thing and that thing that just only comes with a little piece of the puzzle and it never just clearly puts it together for you. Those tripwires that they just want you to get stuck in the cycle so you can become somebody who just pays. I paid for all of that, but I never paid $5,000 at one time. And for me, that $5,000, I have kids, I have bills, if there's emergencies and different things, like it's a risk because that was my bucket. That's my bucket. That's my, excuse me for the loud vehicles in the back, but that was my bucket. That was something that I had to lose. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was comfortably sitting on some money, just comfortably sitting on it, and the only plan that I had for it was self-development, developing myself. So when I encountered Dr. Iyabo, it was just like, this is the opportunity to invest. This is the opportunity to take this money and to put it into someone who is going to help you get it back over and over and over and over and over again, more than you gave. So it was a no-brainer for me. Just surrender that, release that, and do what I need to do. I know this has turned into a complete love talk session because I can talk really long and I can just go on and rave and rant about Dr. Iyabo because she's that good at what she does. But I'm going to wrap it up here. Before I go, I do want to let y'all know that I do have 3 different programs. So I have the Elevated Living Group, which is a group coaching program. It's going to be a small, intimate coaching program, so no more than 10 to 15 people every cohort. Got a cohort coming up August the 2nd. If you're interested in getting coaching with me, if you're interested in changing your mind in order to change your relationships, in order to change the entire future that you have for yourself, for the best, I highly recommend you to check out my group coaching program and also check out my one-on-one program. That program is where you get all of me and we go all in and we figure out the things that need to move in order for you to break through and become successful. And if you're ready to do the work, then the work gets done and it gets done beautifully. The group coaching program is a $1,200 investment. That's an investment in yourself that you will definitely get back. If you put in the work, if you're willing to do the work. And the one-on-one coaching program is a $64.99 investment, $6,499 investment. But that when we are working hard, we are working diligently, and we're working deliberately on you, on getting you to where you need to be. I have an hourly program that goes for $1,700 an hour. That's for people who need quick and intense fixes, and they obviously have to know what the issue is. They just don't know how to get out of it. They're more organized and ready to go. It's quick fix. But if you're interested in any of my coaching programs, if Dr. Iyabo's price points are a little bit too high for you right now, if you missed that cycle that you should have been in with Dr. Iyabo, I've been trained by Dr. Iyabo. I've also been trained by Ronnie Brown, and these are amazing people who know their craft. So as a result of working with amazing people who know their craft, I know my craft as well. So if you want to work with me and you want to get your life together and you're ready to start living for you, living in the truth and living the best life that you can live in order to show up as whole as you can for other people, this is your time. Click the link in my bio, DM me, and let's chat, okay? I'll see y'all later. I hope somebody enrolls into Dr. Iyabo's group as a result of this, and I hope that those of you who cannot enroll into Dr. Iyabo's groups enroll into my group, because I am just about a Dr. Iyabo Jr. I'll see y'all later. Have a wonderful weekend.